Hello again, everybody. It's Harry Boxer, the technical trader at TechTrader.com. It's Thursday, August the 24th. These are the charts of the day, and as we do every Thursday, a look at the swings of the last several weeks, give you an idea where they're at and catch up with their current trends and stops and targets. In essence, that EHR has been a fantastic move with a pop and pullback and then a wedge, which had an inside day here and then an explosive move. Been literally going up for 3 weeks every day until finally consolidated. Today it popped out and made a new high, but it reversed right back down after reaching 1943. That was almost a double from when we first gave it to you. I still think that's potential of being a $25 stock, but it may need to. We may need to see if this thing will hold around the 16 range here. Up next is Axsm, which just exploded and kept going. Strong pattern. Another new high today, all-time high, 68.55 before backing off. Still think the target is now 75. CGC, well, the marijuana stocks are beginning to move. This one's come off the low nicely, doubled or thereabout. It came down, pulled back for a few days, but then today popped 44 cents. That's a 13% gain. Buying picked up to 16 million, targeting 4.5, 3/4. Charge point, which broke out and then came down hard, reversed nicely today. And if you look at the gap support in here, right on support is where it held. So we'll have to see if we can get back above 16.25 and then make it to 19 and 21. DraftKings, it broke out of the base beautifully and pulled back, testing the support level and your trend line right about there. Looks like that is the angle now. And your next target will be a retest of 21 and change and getting up to 25. ESPR has been up, let's see, for 7 days in a row. 13 of the last 15, and over the last 3 weeks, it's done beautifully, going from 5.25 to 8.5. Next target 9, and then 10, 11. Ford had a beautiful run from a pullback low of 1061. It made it all the way up to 1668, and then back to filled, and it's consolidating it here. Support right now 1490. Target 16.5, 18.5, 20. Tmdx, which pulled back after 5 waves up and a pullback and then another pop, it backed off yet again. I think the angle may have changed, but you can see that the lows around 18, 18.25 is key. Today, snap back $1.65, 8.5%. Your targets will be retest at 26, 28 zone. NMD, as many other stocks did, after breaking out, backed off and retested, it's starting to move again. I like the look of it. It targets 39 and 43. INVZ also broke out of a base, exploded, got up to near resistance and backed off. Made a higher low and bouncing back for the last couple of days. Let's see if we get it follow through. The target's now 6, 6.25. KNX in the trucking sector broke down out of its rising channel, but it did have a beautiful move from 43.5 to 50, almost 58 before pulling back. Now, there is some support in this zone right here, so we'd like to see it hold 52.5. If the angle's changed, it might be something like that. Now we look for a run into the mid and high 50s. Excuse me, high 50s, low 60s. MP, pop, broke out, pulled back in an orderly fashion, tested the trend line, snapped back today, $1.41 or 4%. Looks to me like it may make a run back up towards 39.40, and then we'll go to the mid 40s. And then OX broke out, flag, pop, retested, surged, backed off resistance, and held the trend line and popped out, reversing engulfing bar, but it came down again. Now it's reversed again, so my target remains 18 now. Plug, after a strong run, it took it from 14 to about 31. It's pulled back for a week, week and a half, but today finally snapped back $1.45. There's this double top resistance at 31. We get through that, you're looking at 36 approximately. Rivian finally broke its trend channel and moved down to the 50. It's going to have to hold it right there. I don't want it any lower than today's low near 180, near 31.86. Resistance now 36. If we get through that, 40. Seed, nice snapback the last couple days, and today jumping about 8%, 75 cents. Volume's light. It's a thinly traded stock, very thin. There is a triple top and resistance near 12, 12.25. Targets are 14.5, 15, and near 18. This KYT also pulled back from a big pop last week. It's holding in a support zone between 12.5 and 13. That's a must hold for me. If it does that, it starts to move up again. It targets at 21, 24, and 30. TCDA Trisida broke out. It's been flagging. Had a bullish engulfing day today. If it gets above today's high of 1385, the target is 16.5. Tmdx, beautifully run, flagged for a couple of weeks, broke out and popped today to a new high of 58.54. That's a new all-time high, a 52-week high, sorry, and an all-time high. Trending now, looking for 80 and 85. TPIC, after breaking the base and running sharply, pulled back to test, reverse. Like many stocks, the last couple of days, it's got a reversal pattern. Target 21 3/4, 24 3/4. BERV exploded for 2 days now out of a falling wedge. It's gone vertical from 31.5, 32, 41.5, 42. The target's now at 44, 50, and 56. And finally, Valcon, this low price puppy, exploded 4 times in the last couple of months, but today came on again, up 8.6%, traded a couple million shares. It's going to need to get back about above 265. Then your target's 3.5 and 5. And let's look at some of the hot stocks on our techtrader.com list. There are a few others that did not appear that have already been stopped. Good night, everybody.